Asked me if you're going to be on game day. Now you are on game day. How excited are you then for this matchup?
It's you know, kind of to sum it all up, I think, you know, as a kid, you grew up watching games like these. You know, you grew up dreaming of ever playing in a situation like this, and now we got the opportunity. So it's gonna be fun. I'm excited about it.
So you admit then that it's, while you're told to say it's just like any other game you prepare, like a faceless, nameless opponent, it's Furman, it's Ball State, it's Florida State, it's really not. I mean, there is a difference.
There is the faceless, nameless opponents, the way that, you know, you go out there and play the game. But again, you know, this is Florida State, it's a big game, first ACC game. More importantly, it's a division game. And whatever we want to do this season starts right here. You know, whatever we want to accomplish as a team, establish the type of team we're going to be, it happens in this game right here. So I'm excited about it. It's going to be a great work week for us, you know, for preparation, and I feel like the guys are going to be ready for it.
As you get ready for, you feel like the first three games, obviously the goal is to win the ball, but do you feel like you get all the different pieces around you flowing like you want to, so to speak? Like you took care of all the getting the offense, you know, kind of part.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, again, we're nowhere near peaking of what type of team we want to be, but I don't expect any team to be of that nature this early in the season. But I feel like we're going to be prepared to our best abilities for this game. You know, I feel like as a team, we know what we want to accomplish. I feel like everybody has an understanding of what their role is, and just to do their job, not anything else, not try to do anything extra, but to go out there and just play their game. So.
How would you grade yourself as far as decision making and that stuff goes? Would you give yourself an A, B, C so far through 3 games?
It's pretty, probably like a B. I mean, again, they had the ill-advised throw last game, and everything of that nature. But again, you know, in crucial situations, crucial games, you can't make mistakes. You can't put your team in a bad situation. So, you know, one of the things that you talk about in playing the games like these is not putting your team in harmful situations, not even making things close. So, you know, it's an emphasis not to turn the ball over, not to do this, force that. You know, just play the game, let the game come to you. Don't try to do anything extra, and I feel like we'll be fine.
How big of a game is this for you personally, just from a personal standpoint, for you to go out there and play well?
It's a pretty big game, honestly. Again, you know, it's what we prepare for. You know, over the summer, course of the summer, spring, fall practice, you know, we enjoy moments like these. These games are fun for us. You know, it's an exciting atmosphere. You know, you don't get too many, you know, night games at Duke, or, you know, the way things are built up. You know, so very, very excited about this game. I know the guys are excited about it. I'm pretty sure they're excited about it. So it's gonna be a fun matchup.
What was your reaction when you found out?
I mean, at the end of the day, you kind of don't, you don't really look into it too much. I mean, as a player, like, you look at it as kind of disrespect. I mean, I just feel like, you know, we're a really good team. I guess obviously you think they're a really good team as well.
So you're the captain of the no respect vote.
Something like that. But again, I mean, it's earned. You know, so you know, we got to go out there and just compete. You know, do our job, and you know, just be ready to go to battle out there.
Last year,
I feel like, you know, the guys that are surrounding me are ready for it too. So it's gonna be fun.
Last year, this team appeared to be on the way to being an elite team, and you couldn't win on the road. How important is winning these games on the road to be a great team, not just a good team?
So the top teams, you know, the championship teams win on the road. Of course, they're gonna win at home. You gotta win on the road in situations like these. So I feel like this program is on its way to getting to where it's supposed to be, where it needs to be. And again, games like these kind of clarify what type of program you want to be. So, you know, for both schools, it's big for, you know, program boosters. You know, so it's gonna be fun. Definitely.
You talk about just handling the noise in the environment. What are you guys doing this week in practice to prepare for it, and how's it going to affect the way you guys communicate on game day?
We do crowd noise stuff and practice and things of that nature. And again, I mean, you know, after a while, you don't even really notice it. I mean, it's to the point where you might have to bark a little bit louder, yell a little louder the plays or whatever. But when you get in that field, when you get in the zone, the crowd is pretty, absent, honestly.
Emma said you probably watched last year's game 3 times already by now. That this week, or how much have you looked back on that?
I watched it pretty heavily. I mean, because it's pretty much the same teams. I mean, we lost some guys on the OL, they lost some guys on defense, and from that standpoint, you just try to figure out what matchups are best, what type of team they are, how aggressive. You just try to take things from that. Again, totally different team. We're a totally different team, but you kind of try to gather some things from that respect. And again, this is a really great preparation week for us. Got to be that much focused in these practices and in these meetings, and everybody's in tune to it.
Are you excited to think that Sammy and Nuke are going to have a lot of one-on-one opportunities, considering they like to play a lot of press?
Got to. I mean, again, regardless of the situation, I don't care who's guarding. They're saying NFL players, Pro Bowl players, it doesn't matter. If I got a one-on-one match, I'm gonna take it every day of the week. And they look at it as in that sense too. I feel like I got the best receiving core in the country, and all I gotta do is get in the ball, so it's gonna be fun.
They have a lot of the same faces on defense as they had last year. You guys put 36 on them last year. You kind of, when you get ready for a game like this, kind of play back that last year game in your mind, think about what worked, what didn't. And you see it on film, but you can also, you've got the personal experience of having done it yourself.
Yeah, definitely. But you don't, just like you make adjustments off, they do too. So, I mean, you kind of go into this game, knowing what they're running, somebody knowing what we're running. So, I mean, you just try to go out there and execute the game plan. Again, football is, you can do it, drop as much stuff as you want, prepare as much as you want, but you got to go out there and execute on game days, and that's just the emphasis. We got to go out there and do what we do best. Tempo, execute, just make plays.
When you look at that play from last year, and having known that you won the game and it's a year later, do you laugh about that play that ended up being pick six?
It was a funny play. It was actually a pretty crucial time. I mean, again, it made the game closer than what it could have been. So, I mean, again, that's a silly turnover, a silly mistake that you got to eliminate. Right there, I should have just ate it. So it's a learning experience. So, I mean, I shouldn't make. I mean, I don't think it happened twice. That player shouldn't make that same mistake again.
Coach talked about the fact that in a game like this, it's an NFL wideout against a future NFL DB, NFL guy, and the windows are a lot smaller. Mm-hmm. Talk about having to be precise and be absolutely sharp because the windows aren't as big.
It's key in this game. I mean, those guys, I don't know if you watch them, they fly out there. They can move, cover ground really fast, get to their areas really fast, and the decision got to be a little bit quicker. But I mean, I'm up for the challenge. It's going to be fun. Again, they're a really fast team. I got some guys from Florida on my squad too, so it's going to be fun. Definitely excited about it.
The fastball you zipped into Bryant for the touchdown, double coverage with another guy coming underneath. Are you less inclined maybe to try that against defensive backs the caliber of Florida State? Do you have to be more careful?
I mean, that's just my nature. I'm going to try to squeeze balls in certain windows, but probably not in that respect right there. That's a little close.
I mean, again, it's a fact of life. I mean, Rhodes and that crowd. I mean, so do you have that mindset maybe on each play that you got to be more careful?
I mean, honestly, when I got it in the field, it kind of just flows. I mean, that play, when I threw it, I was like, and then so it's kind of one of those like, Dawson said he said as soon as I threw it, he covered. I watched film, he running this way, and then next thing he's like, so it's fun. That's why football is fun, because it's sometimes mysterious out there. So I mean, again, I don't know if I'm gonna put it in that close a window, but it can happen, so it's going to be fun.
Do you go into a game with a certain number of like 35 points, or is there a certain number of points that you guys think you need to reach as an offense to win that game?
Not at all. I mean, again, the game kind of just flows. We try to play our game as well as possible. Again, I think that's where we're trying to change the team and setting the standard. I don't think we're trying to match points. I don't think we're just trying to play our game and hope everything works out. So, they're a really good defense. So again, every opportunity we get, we got to capitalize on this. It's going to be fun.
How much confidence do you have knowing that against a lot of those same guys you scored 35 points against them last year?
I mean, it's definitely a confidence booster. Again, they only gave us 3 points this season, so maybe we're their first real test. I don't know. We'll see. It's gonna be all you can do is go out there and just prepare for the game and play it.
You mentioned sort of they're only giving up the 3 points. How do you go about maybe staying patient and not trying to force the issue early if the offense doesn't come to you right away? You guys are used to moving the ball very well. That might not happen in that first quarter against a very good Seminoles defense.
Oh, that's one of the things that's one of the leaders on offense. You got to be patient. You can't get frustrated in the sense of going out there and then trying to do too much. I think that's where all the negatives come in when you go out there and get frustrated and try to force things. Again, plays are going to happen. They're going to come to you, but don't try to go out there and do more than what you need to do. So.
You plan on talking with EJ this week at all, or?
Nah, that's it.
The defenses that you faced last year that could pressure was just front four, front group and drop line coverage.
More later in the season. And again, a lot of times happen kind of weird late in the games, like the guys drop ball. So again, I feel like my line protect really well. Doing a good job. So really gonna rush forward. You got to be able to capitalize on it.
More needed.
Thank you, Todd.
That's great.